I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my.
Have some goddamn faith. Merry Christmas to you.
Are you sure you're ready for the Christmas game?
I'm not just ready. I'm ready, Freddy.
I'm 5 minutes.
I want you to show your mean face. All right, come on, let's go.
Guys, how mean do I look?
You look mean, but are you a mean fighting machine?
No, it doesn't look like.
Are you Dr.
No.
Robotnik's mean bean machine for the Sega Genesis?
I'm a mean, lean, ass-eating machine.
Nice. That's what I like to
Yeah.
That's me.
hear. You don't have a musical number for us
The
today?
big A. A musical number?
Yeah, you don't have the...
Hey, big A. What's the A stand for?
The big A? Ass eating.
It's the Christmas
It's the
cast.
Christmas cast, baby.
Christmas.
What an intro.
That's how we started.
Thank you. We had some good rib cooked by Daniel and Krista.
Thank you.
Oh,
And
thanks.
yeah.
I had no part in it.
No. Look, we're a full
I'll
house
take it.
tonight.
Yeah.
When everybody involved, because this is a special occasion, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
We had some delicious Brussels sprout and some lobster rolls. Not lobster rolls.
Lobster rolls.
They were red lobster rolls.
rolls. Okay.
Red Lobster rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We got a full house. It's very wholesome. We
Yeah.
got like a family environment
Yeah.
here. That's what I'm looking for on the Christmas cast.
Most definitely. We got Christmas themed beverages.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Chris, are you drinking straight Merlot?
It's Pinot Noir out of a Fiji
Excuse
water.
you, Art.
I don't have a PG water bottle.
Oh, Merlot. As if.
Dane's got some kind of micro
Philistine.
Christmas ale.
Look at it.
It's really
Does that
good.
look like Merlot? I don't think
Switch
Man,
it around. What year is this, huh? What year is it?
It's hard for me sometimes. But and I got a cranberry ginger ale vodka.
Yeah, it's
So
very
It's really good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
And we also did you mention the eggnog?
oh yeah,
Oh, the eggnog's
That's
great.
That's a big detail.
yeah.
Homemade eggnog.
Yep.
Delicious.
Jim Beam.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You know, not in the South they make it with rum.
Really?
I don't think that would go better. That
Not in the South, they make it with rum.
Yeah, so in the South they make it with whiskey or bourbon.
Okay.
So
I'm not.
in other parts.
I'm not privy to all the eggnog details.
Well, just
Secret.
how I grew up, my mom made it with Seagram 7.
I don't think I've
Their
ever
whiskey.
had homemade eggnog, so I'll have to dip into that.
Oh yeah, dude, it's really good. And my mom, she would always make it with alcohol, and she let the kids drink it
Cool.
as much as they want.
Wow.
Because it's like, my mom's a very, pious, down the line woman, but it's like little things that were like the way when she was a kid that I guess like old school character type things, like she made sure those were around.
Yeah.
And one of them was make eggnog, make it how the fuck it's always been made,
Yeah.
and let the kids drink however much they goddamn please.
Crazy, dude.
So we'd be getting drunk.
My cousin for Thanksgiving also always used to make this fairly potent rum cake. I think that was my first real exposure to like consuming anything with any amount of alcohol in it. I was feeling pretty swimmy sometimes.
I think I snuck
As a
like
young 10-year-old.
I snuck like a Bud Light at a quinceañera and I threw up. 'cause it
Wait,
was
you're?
gross.
Wait, no.
A single
Not
one.
at my quinceañera.
Hold on. Okay. Important detail. I didn't know about quinceañeras until like 2 years ago.
That's crazy, man. That's a
insane.
huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
but then again,
That is a female thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to bar mitzvahs
See?
and bat mitzvahs.
Never been to a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, me neither.
It's similar, but obviously different in the
Yeah,
detail aspects.
yeah.
But like, it's very much the same idea.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like coming of age.
Yeah.
What cultures they. But like 13, that's young.
Yeah.
And that's when they do the bar and the bat mitzvahs. Like, a quince is 15.
Mhm.
Like, coincidentally, my grandmother, Castañon, she eloped when she was 15.
Man.
So it's like, that tracks, And,
Like that's crazy to imagine.
How old were you when you snuck the Bud Light?
No, I wasn't 15.
It was your quinceañera.
I must have been like 13 or 14.
Mmm.
yeah.
And it was
Well-
gross.
Well,
It's
yeah, 'cause
disgusting.
Bud Light's gross.
What
Yeah.
was your first drink?
I
My
was
first drink was a Lone Star, I think.
Really?
I was not in high school, especially. I was very much against like going out and partying with alcohol.
Me too.
But my uncle bought me a
good.
6-pack of Lone Star because when I graduated from high school, because I was going to Texas for school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like my graduation present.
That's nice.
I'm surprised you could buy Lone Star in Alabama.
That's pretty much everywhere.
Well, I remember I tried to order Lone Star on my honeymoon on Bourbon Street. And I was in some fucking shitty
Oh yeah.
Coyote Ugly knockoff bar. right, Victoria? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, let me get some Lone Star. The bartender, I think he thinks I'm like asking for some hard drugs.
Right,
He's
yeah.
like, dude, we don't sell that here. And it was like super like,
No,
like,
it was slightly different because he said, this is the same bartender. You were asking for, what were you at?
Lone Star.
You were at, no, because he talked about how, I ain't heard of that since I was in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that was one thing, but then when you asked for an actual liquor, he thought you were saying meth.
No.
And so he was like, you kept asking for it, and he was like, we don't have that. We don't have that.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Dude, like in Miami, if you're just sitting at like a South Beach like restaurant, people just walk like.
Yeah.
The weird thing about Miami, like on South Beach specifically, like I don't know what the boulevard is, but the restaurants are like one table on this side and then the sidewalk and then another table like that. And so there's an aisle for people to walk down.
It's like
And
a cafe. Usually it's a nice thing.
Yes, drug
Like in
dealers
Europe.
just will come up to you and be like, "You want this? You want Coke and weed? I got that right here." And you're like eating an expensive meal.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Hey, what's crazy is like, so my Uber driver the other day was a Cuban feller, and we were talking, and I was like, like, how you like Houston? He's like, oh, I've been here a few months. I was like, where were you before? So I'd been in Miami, and I was like, oh, it's it's cheaper there, right? He's like, no. So he was saying like, everybody makes less money and it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And it's like, but apparently he made an emphasis to tell me, he's like, the 2 years you were there, he never had to like speak a lick of English.
Wow.
Just to the parts of town where he's stuck,
I mean, I imagine you could get away with some of that in
And
here.
Do we have a visitor?
no, but he was
Oh, yeah.
he was very what's the word? He's very adamant about how he had to learn English now
When he
that he
came
was
here?
in Houston.
Yeah.
But he said where he stayed in Miami,
What's that, Fernando?
he didn't have to.
It's a cool podcast.
Yeah, I was like,
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, so apparently, but he didn't say if he was an Uber driver in Miami.
Oh, okay.
But just the 2 years he had spent there, he said, basically he didn't have to speak a lick.
It's a Freudian slip right there.
Christopher.
I'm not the one who said it.
Yeah, he didn't have to speak a lick of English. That's it. Chingao.
Yeah, this is the 2018 Christmas cast,
All right,
man.
what was your first alcoholic drink?
Shit, I was probably like.
Busted out the womb, baby.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Mom was like, "Here you go, buddy."
I was an early bloomer with drugs and alcohol. Like I was smoking weed already when I was 13.
Yowza.
That's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
I was one of those.
Like that to me at 13, if I thought of weed, I was like, "Oh shit, that's like the hardest." Of
Yeah,
hard
that's gonna
drugs."
kill me.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Like,
Well, it's like my crowd for a bit in school was like half, normal people, and the other half were like people who passed around DVDs of like Fear and Loathing,
nice.
like those type of
Yeah.
people, and so or Donnie Darko,
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of wild people and
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Have
Yeah.
you ever done DMT?
If you want to pull up a chair, you want to pull up a chair?
Oh no, I'll
Oh.
chime in every now and then.
All right.
all right.
He is the literal peanut gallery.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but I bombed out of drugs kind of not too long after, like 19, quit doing illegal drugs, and I still drink, but drinking's gotten me in trouble, and a lot of people in my family. So it's like, I have a real relationship with them. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna kill me one day,
Yeah.
but I like you.
I feel like
Moral of the story.
I think me and Daniel's first real experience with like party scene was the fabled Other Chris story.
Oh, Lord
Would
above,
that be
dude.
right?
Yeah, it was. It was.
I don't know this.
Welcome to college, huh?
Yeah, we were both 18 at the
This
time.
is Chris rhymes with Meath or
No.
Deeth?
No. This is not. You've never met this person. Basically.
Okay.
And
You know, Chris is for Christian, which is for Christ.
yeah,
Just wanted to.
ChristmasCast.
yeah, ChristmasCast.
Chris must cast.
Yeah. Well, basically, what had happened was,
We went to a house party.
yeah,
Long story short.
and for me personally, it had been the first time that I gotten like drunk. Like,
Set the scene, all right? So, what are you guys wearing when you walk in? What's playing on
don't
the
remember.
Probably
boombox?
like that Danza Kuduro song or whatever it's called.
Danza Kuduro
Yeah.
maybe.
Sorry if I butchered that.
by Don Omar.
I'm not familiar with
Probably.
that.
What else would have been? Like Schoolboy Q, Man of the Year.
Collard greens.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
I
one.
like
the
that
food,
music.
not the song.
No, it was just in the air.
The smell of collard greens.
Like if you check the weather app, it'd be humidity and say greens.
Basically, like at some point in the night, this other person had shown up, and
Well, by the way, we didn't know he was there.
yeah, and well, they had shown up, and we're just like, okay, cool, they're here now. But what we didn't know is
had you met young Chris before?
this Chris?
No, other Chris.
Yeah, a couple of times, maybe once or twice.
What was your impression of him
It's just your guy.
at that point?
just a guy.
Just a guy.
yeah, really.
He's a party goer.
Yeah. And what had happened was he had showed up, and by that point, people were already accelerating the drinking, especially the younger ones, because of course it's the older ones who were trying to get the younger ones drunk, and get them into that mode. And what I guess people didn't know was that other guy, this guy, had been already drinking. He had pre-gamed the party.
That's right.
But
yeah.
they were making him drink as if he hadn't drunk already.
Oh my goodness.
So
Also, everyone's 18.
and everyone's 18. So
Freshmen.
Children.
yeah, he had disappeared for a while. We continued drinking. They had like beer pong in the garage, and it was just
It
kind of
was just a good house party.
yeah.
Like, you've been to them.
And then
You know the idea.
And out of nowhere, we see a commotion happening in the restroom. So me and Chris go and investigate it, and we see
We investigate.
when we see
Doubt.
this guy.
Dear listener, if you've played exactly,
Yeah.
if you've played Pinche, what's it called?
L.A. Noire.
LA Noire.
We heard the piano key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just see the truth come out.
Imagine Chris and Danny's handsome faces. Just know they're handsome.
Very.
And they're
Right, I was walking around the bathroom and going, bing, bing.
immaculately motion capped, mo-capped, right? And don't you like how the camera kind of bounces a little bit for a
Yeah.
natural effect?
Yeah.
And so, and what did our
Walked
heroes
in.
find?
We said, LAPD, what's the incident, sir?
We found a big sweaty man on the toilet.
Just, well, not on it, but like he was slumped
He was,
over
like, in it.
slumped over it, and some of the senior members were huddled around him. He was saying, "I want to talk to another one of the brothers who was there." He's just like, shake my hand," and he was getting really upset that he wasn't getting his hand shaken. So I said, "Oh, I'm that guy," and I shook his hand. He's like, "Thank you," and he shook my hand. But after that, it was just a mess. He was big and sweaty.
he was big and sweaty.
And so I walked off for a little bit, and I think Chris had been there or somewhere else. And I remember we were walking back into the restroom, and the guy that the guy that this person who was on the floor was looking for was hunched over, and I saw he was carrying a gun.
Yes,
like,
he had a gun tucked into his
into
his
his
pants.
and I was just like, I'm 18, I'm drunk at this party, I've just met these people, and
If
this guy's a gun in the tucked in the back of his shirt, and there's some guy
This is
dying.
a fraternity guy,
yeah.
right?
if
Yeah.
you're
What
familiar,
business does a fraternity boy?
if you're
have
familiar with the
gun?
game Cuphead, we looked like the the carrot character. We were just like,
yeah, we couldn't comprehend it. We were like, holy shit!
There's
Right,
this
like-
like half naked man on the ground sweating, and then a guy bending over and a gun sticking out of his pants.
Right,
and we were
like-
just like,
I have crazy party stories, right?
But like,
But like, man,
It probably isn't that crazy,
I would go.
but for us at the time,
especially
because
because we weren't exposed to this at
Right,
all.
but like the thing is if I went to one of those parties, to me the appeal was because I had hood rat friends, right? The appeal to me when I went with my cousin Boner from Sugarland to a Sugarland suburban type party, right, a respectable party,
Yeah.
was that there wouldn't be anything like that there.
I mean,
that
yeah, no
one
one
was always
expected it.
fun because
Yeah,
it'd be
no one
like
expected it.
it'd be like
It was one irresponsible person.
because my
ruining everything.
my impression of like all these non type of people was is that they're much more easygoing.
well, and that's
No,
the thing,
I
right?
mean,
Like, it was,
besides the underage drinking part, it was a fairly like normal, like it was a college party.
and the thing is, like,
And
this
nothing got underage
this
drinking
guy
sold
with the
out.
gun, I know that he had a CC license, and had he not been bent down, I wouldn't have seen it at all.
Yeah.
Well, his CC also says you're not supposed to
So
have a gun.
So, well, I mean, he hadn't been drinking, like, period. Because, he was, I think, overseas. And he was also the one who gave us a ride out. Which brings me to this point. So, we tried carrying him. Look,
this guy,
you have to understand.
He's like dead weight. He was like 5'6" and like 350.
You have to understand. Have you ever tried to move somebody who's not moving?
Oh my
They're
goodness.
twice as heavy.
Sweaty.
And
My
sweaty.
mental image of
And
this young
sweaty.
man is always it's rapidly changing.
Dude, do you know how like Bronson puts the oil on himself before he fights?
Yeah.
Imagine carrying him.
I think he did that. Or he's just like, they're not getting me out of here.
So we try to move him
premeditated.
because the thing is he wasn't moving. He was, and one of the guys who was
Catatonic.
one of the brothers there who's an EMT said that he couldn't feel his pulse.
Oh, that's right.
So
you remember this better than I do.
Yeah, well, because I'd sobered up like that. Like
Yeah, well, I would be deucing out of this party.
Well, so
Yeah,
whenever
pretty much
whenever
did.
he said that, one of the brothers said, "Okay, I'm calling the ambulance now." So everybody needs to get the fuck out of here before they get here. So
Yeah, we all got out of there before any police showed up.
Yeah,
I
so we
remember.
all tucked into that one brother with the gun's car. He took us to Whataburger.
One brother with the gun.
Oh, you got so mad at Whataburger.
Well, yeah, and I got mad because he got me barbecue for my chicken strips, and I didn't want barbecue on my chicken strips.
and he was giving you a ride?
Yeah, he gave me a
It was the
ride
final
back.
straw.
And you were mad because
Because he got me barbecue. He got me free Whataburger, and I was still pissed off.
this is
because I was
just
drunk.
a scumbag story.
And he got
all around.
He got mad at
all around.
he got mad at the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Danny's like, you know what sucks? Responsible people
Yeah.
with guns.
I think my favorite detail of the whole thing was the guy got a catheter put in.
Oh,
because
yeah.
His blood alcohol level was like through the roof.
Yeah.
And like some nurse came up and put it in, and this is hearsay, but apparently the nurse said, "Hasn't this guy ever heard of manscaping?"
Oh, man.
Oh.
Fucking A. So unprofessional. Just, yeah, scumbag stories all around. Like,
We were just witnesses.
Yeah, we were
the shittiest
You were.
I've ever
I
gotten.
believe.
sort of into it.
No, we were.
I
promise.
dabbled.
I vouched for him.
I dabbled.
I dabbled.
Like, I once got so drunk I pissed myself in front of a girl I liked.
Oh,
That's
man.
pretty cool.
That's
And now I'm married to her.
I'm not. But that's it.
Yeah, that's a...
You said, "Hey, check this out."
Nah,
You know how in video games...
I
characters-
crashed on her vinyl couch
Jeez.
Oh.
and
Better than her vinyl collection.
right. Hey, lucky
Clashed on it.
lucky it was pleather instead of leather.
Oh,
Right?
So you could get up.
Yeah.
You weren't
I
stuck
mean,
to
if that
it.
was Lazy Boy furniture, I'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Lazy
Lucky
Boy,
that was
thank
some
you.
Walmart.
I actually have something to do with Lazy Boy I want to bring up.
Okay.
Listen, this is a tradition.
No, fuck
amongst-
that. We rep Mattress Mac all day. Gallery furniture. Woo!
Saves you money today.
I'll hold out for Lazy Boy. This is a long-standing tradition. Stop. A long-standing tradition with the other podcast we have. You know it. Arthur doesn't
no.
know.
I don't know.
It's time for Opinion
Fucking
Scramble!
Opinion
And
Scramble.
Arthur is going to be
Rapid
the
fire.
subject of today. Alright, this is how you play, Arthur. I'm going to read you a bunch of words,
I love it.
and you're going to say...
That's it. Just-
You're going to... One-word response. I don't know. You can kind of...
One word response, me. I give one word responses.
Yes.
Traditionally, it's good or bad. Like,
Yes.
response is either.
Traditionally, it's going to be good or bad. That's what we're going to stick
Man,
with.
I really have to filter myself.
It's hard.
So, as an
this is
example-
a hard game to play.
So, as an
Arthur.
example, bottle.
Tight.
Cup.
So you failed already.
Yeah, what?
It's good
That's
or
how I
bad.
feel.
Good or bad?
Tight.
Why not? Good, bad,
All right,
ugly.
try to stick with good or bad, but if
Because
something-
it's a fast-paced game.
if something
We're-
slips through the cracks, we'll see.
We'll slip you through a crack.
We'll get.
Oh,
We're gonna take you down a dark alley, and you're not gonna come out.
Please don't slip on some crap.
All right, Arthur, are you ready for Opinion Scramble Episode 1 via the Videodrome podcast?
No one can see that.
Yeah, this isn't a video cast.
You gave a thumbs up.
can't you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear your muscles flexing.
All right, you hear like the drink rattling.
I'm giving a Sonic 1 opening title screen, like Sega.
Oh, the.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding.
feel like you just hit your funny bone.
I did. It hurt.
All right, countdown.
3, 2, 1. Scramble.
Lars von Trier,
Awesome.
the video game Nier,
Haven't played.
Peer Pressure,
Good.
Goombas,
Great.
Nerds Rope,
Bad.
Helmets,
Good.
Borscht,
Good.
Size 4 soccer balls,
No say.
Pib Extra.
Bad.
Fuck you.
Spanish Galleons.
Good.
Women's Suffrage.
Bad.
Whoa.
Yes, I always get them with that. Sam's Club.
Good.
Timmy Chance.
Bad.
So we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Airplanes.
Good.
Dingoes.
Bad.
Pete Wentz.
Bad.
Buffalo. Kingdom Hearts.
Good.
Oh! Suit vests.
Bad.
Joe Pesci.
Great.
Halberds.
Good.
Lazy Boys.
Awesome.
Wolverines.
Bad.
Scarves.
Good.
Field hockey.
Good.
Flintlock pistols.
Good.
Argyle socks.
Good.
Sweatpants.
Great.
Sweatshirts.
Great.
Baldo from Soul Calibur.
Bad.
Oh no.
Dirt.
Bad.
That was great.
Survived
You did
it.
really well.
Congrats.
It's hard, isn't it, when you're put on the spot? I got.
I thought
You
good.
don't like Pib Extra?
You don't like women's suffrage?
Well, I mean,
It's that whole
Explain
skit.
yourself.
I thought the whole point was I wouldn't have to expand on it.
That's true.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
you're right. No,
Believe it.
Respect the game.
Yeah,
That's,
you're right.
that's an age-old trick question
Yeah.
because
We're
it
gonna have to
sounds
talk
bad.
later.
Yeah, it sounds bad things.
There was an MTV show that had that. It's like, yeah, we're trying to end women's suffrage.
That's why I put it
Yeah.
in.
And people were like, oh yeah, I'm all for it. I mean, of course they didn't know what it meant.
I put that exact thing in another opinion scramble on the RJ3K podcast, and Jay was like, bad. And I was like, oh.
No, I knew what it is. I chose to say bad.
Okay.
Did you say awesome to Lars von Trier?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Have you heard of the new movie?
His new one?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. But I've
House that Jack built or something like that?
But
Oh.
I really like Dancer in the Dark and Melancholia.
Bruce
But
Springsteen songs.
he makes very transgressive movies.
Yeah. That's kind of his whole shtick, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I've heard people just like half the people for this new movie
Very
just walk
polarizing.
out.
Very polarizing. I mean, his film Antichrist, a woman cuts off her labia majora, I think.
Yikes, dude.
So
Like, was it a prosthetic or was it an actual?
it was a prosthetic, of
Okay.
course.
No, I wanted to make sure because
Yeah.
sometimes they do.
Well,
crazy
Cannibal
stuff.
Holocaust, they killed real animals.
Well, yeah, they cut off like a tortoise's head. In that
Spoiler alert: I've killed real animals, so
movie. Crazy.
don't care.
I've eaten real animals.
Yeah.
Have you now?
Dude.
Live
Well,
animals?
it's prosthetics.
Yeah,
Oh.
prosthetic.
Prosthetic live animals.
It's just like the fucking Disney
Oh, when they
Disney
pushed
World
the-
rides.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention, because he said Cannibal Holocaust, we're talking about on-screen animal cruelty. The Wild World of Disney, the whole lemmings running off the edge is an urban legend.
Do they? Oh yeah, they push lemmings off. Yeah,
The
right.
producers pushed them off, and they captured it live on film. They murked like 500 lemmings.
Are lemmings just like rodents or something?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little gopher thingies.
I
They
can
got
just
gr-
picture
they got green hair and blue
It's just-
shirts.
that's all I can picture is those
I
lemmings.
tried to play that game. That game was hard.
I love
It's
lemmings.
fun.
Figure it out.
It's one of my
Have
favorite
you-
SNES games.
Have you guys ever played Blizzard's Vikings?
No.
No.
It's a fantastic game. It's a Super Nintendo game, and it's a puzzle platformer.
Oh.
And you get these 3 Vikings, and you have to alternate with them to like solve the puzzle of the levels. You know, one's got a shield which you can jump on.
Huh.
One can Mario 2, Princess Peach, kind of hover. So it's a really nifty game.
Can you get me one?
Lemmings was a game I always
can
thought
you
was
make me one of
cool,
those?
and I couldn't figure out.
I get you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, I love lemmings. I mean, it's actually my profile picture in
It's true.
on my PlayStation Network.
No, it's Todd Howard.
Well, that's like my profile, but like my PSN.
Yeah, that's like my
image.
profile, but that's like
But like,
But it's like
for
my
real?
better- my
But
better
bro,
profile.
profile.
bro, but
That's on my alt.
yeah. Anyway,
Oh, you have something to bring up?
I got a couple of somethings to
Well,
bring
you
up.
wrote a goddamn novel, I'll say.
Well, everybody got to prepare except for me.
I'd like
No,
to.
you're a guinea pig.
I'd like to start it with one thing. I'm sure y'all have seen
I'm
this
a lemon.
in the news. Something that took the world by storm.
What's breaking news?
Women's suffrage.
Soldier Boy released his own console.
Fuck
I'm
me.
sorry, I couldn't help it.
Soldier Boy,
The
crank that.
Is
Soldier
it the
Boy.
Crank That Station?
Well, it's called the Soldier Game.
Close enough.
Here, I've got a short headline. It says, appropriately titled The Soldier Game, the console claims to have 3,000 plus built-in games. Titles range from Neo Geo games to the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and 3 more consoles.
Oh, it's like a hood console.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that you buy at a pulga.
Yeah. Or
What is that? What is that?
Flea market.
You've been to one.
You can
But
also,
I've never heard.
Pulga is Spanish for flea.
This is fun hanging out with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, he basically.
It's a micro trader's village.
The more I drink, the more Danny looks like that handsome guy who died in Game of Thrones. That would make me really sad.
Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal.
Yeah, I think it's your shirt. Like when
No,
I can see a little
What
skin
helps,
right here.
what helps a lot is when you like have 5 o'clock shadow and the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
helps.
that's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
start,
for right now.
rocking that look.
That's what I'm doing.
Let's go with that.
Like I cut it down on the weekend, so by Monday it's like
Nice.
that right look.
Don't you wish you could just like permanently suspend your facial hair growth at some point?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like 4 days after a shave,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Soulja Boy released his own console. He didn't really.
SouljaCast.
What he did was he hired some
Soulja
Chinese.
Cast.
He hired some Chinese company who makes knockoffs and then put his own branding on.
That's cool. When
That
you
is
launch
cool.
it, does it go?
But it's so it's so stupid though.
He goes you.
It's so stupid though is because the reason why companies like Chinese, Latin American fellers can get away with
copyright.
copyright infringement is because they're so small and they're so plentiful. What Soulja Boy does is he puts a face
Yeah.
on the blame
Yeah.
that's accessible and allegedly has value
Yeah,
that
I mean-
can be sued for. So
Yeah.
it's like it's so stupid because I'd be very surprised if my boys at Neo Geo. I mean, production for KOF 15's been announced.
Oh, cool.
I'm a big.
They announced the Mortal Kombat 11.
11. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck Mortal Kombat.
Hey.
Wait.
Oh, this is a friendly Christmas
Yeah.
cast. I don't need this.
You know what? You know what? I apologize. I apologize to the list. I apologize to the newborn savior of the world, Jesus Cristo.
I apologize to that bitch ass scorpion.
I apologize to that whole reptile,
Do you remember
that skank.
the building next to
Kitara.
our old apartment that said Jesus Cristo es el Señor?
Yeah.
To me, because I know a little bit of Spanish,
Facts.
that just looks like it says Jesus Christ is
is
the
the
man.
dude.
He is.
He is.
But like, what is that?
That's some energy.
Is that not exactly how that's translated?
Señor is a proper noun in the Christian faith. When you say the Señor, he's the man of man. He's the, or not even the man of man, but it's the most of proper things. It's like he's saying the man.
It's an honorific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Senor is
So
an
it has
honorific.
It has more meanings than just
Yeah,
one
than
piece.
just-
That's
Sir.
like Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing, not to steer it in a different
No,
direction.
please. I want to be aimless as possible.
I did have some stuff written down. I've got a 2018 retrospective.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to talk about.
That was
Took a
my.
pun.
I want to talk about
thank you. That's a good.
a month by month current
I know, I'm so
event
good at this.
/ cultural event thing.
Okay.
Month by month. I want to refresh y'all's memory in what feels like a 10-year year.
All right.
I thought
10
you were
years
gonna go over
war.
the podcast.
Oh, I will.
Oh, okay.
That's after this.
That was
So
my idea, not the. Well,
I'm just gonna speed through these. If y'all got something to say, tell it.
All right.
Okay.
January current events. Turkey announces military offensive on Syria. U.S. shuts down for DACA kids. Culture. Logan Paul dead guy. BitConnect steals
Logan
millions.
Paul dead guy.
Foot lettuce.
Wait, what?
Actually-
What was that?
Foot lettuce.
I don't remember.
What was that?
Burger King's foot lettuce.
What was that?
Oh, the video of the
Sounds
guy putting his
awesome.
foot
The guy
on
stepping
the-
Why
on
did
the
you
burger.
just glaze over Logan Paul dead guy?
Is this one good to get?
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Actually, I'll just go over the cultural stuff.
There's
Because this is a long list.
Well, we went through 1 month quite quickly.
Okay, sure.
I think you're fine.
All right, February current events. 2018 Winter Olympics happened. Stoneman Douglas shooting.
Who cares? Wait. Now that got me.
Yeah.
The
Whoa! Opinion scramble. Stoneman Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
February culture.
I think we can edit that part out, right?
SpaceX launches a fucking car into space.
Oh,
was
that
kinda
thing.
cool.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Right.
March current events. Russian double agent killed in England.
Dude, that's so cool.
No. I thought he got poisoned, not killed.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
he
same
was
thing.
killed.
No.
Killed by the
I
poison.
think he survived.
No,
No,
he died.
he definitely died. It was him and his
I'm
daughter.
thinking about the one with him
And his daughter?
Yeah, him and his daughter died.
thought they-
No, they died.
Really?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, cast.
Oh.
Yeah. Xi Jinping updates constitution to become China's president for life.
Whoa.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
What?
He rewrote a part of the constitution. Him and his
Quietly.
Wow.
Yeah.
His cabinet.
And his cabinet basically made
Communist Party.
term limits
Hey,
non-existent.
Indefinite.
Cool. Nice. Great guy.
Good guy. Good for him. Also, Kim Jong-un visits Chinese government for the first time ever. March culture, the Gru meme. You know, the one is just where he goes through the steps of his plan.
mm-hmm.
That happened.
Oh,
in March.
the like where the last step is the same as the third
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Sorry.
And the meme, you are legally allowed to leave, is
Oh.
what happened.
What is it? I'm not familiar
After
with that
15 minutes.
After 15 minutes, you're legally allowed to leave.
one. The like teacher not showing up to
Yeah,
class.
stuff like that.
The Gru meme was big because
honor.
during the college basketball season, because people were like,
Oh, they would make
be
posters
like-
out of it.
shut down this player, let them score 68 points, let them score 68, something like that. That's why I'm familiar with that one.
April, current events. The Syrian civil war rages. Cuba gets a new president that isn't part of
Castro.
Castro. And the U.S. withdraws. Oh, actually, no, that's May. Moon Jae-in, South Korea's president, and Kim Jong-un meet for the first time at the North Korean South Korean border. The what's the
Apparently,
word?
like prior to that meeting, none
The
of them knew each other.
51st
existed.
Wait,
parallel.
no, shut up.
Right? 51st parallel?
I'm not
Is that
sure.
what it's called?
I believe
What the
so.
parallel
I
is.
think I have the number wrong, but
I think it's the 30 something.
yeah.
Look it up.
April culture. Mark Zuckerberg appears before Congress to testify over
What's the
Russian interference.
Mark Zuckerberg appears before his iPhone and talks about his ribs.
Mock
Oh, I've seen a good part
April
of the rings.
culture.
It's
Yodeling
great.
kid sweeps the nation.
love.
Marvel Avengers Infinity War premieres.
That was a good movie.
38th parallel.
38th parallel.
May current events. NASA's InSight is launched for Mars.
Who cares?
And I'll bring it up again
Move
in
along.
November. U.S. withdraws from the Iran nuclear deal.
It was a big space
Wonderful.
nerd.
May culture. The royal wedding happened. Israel wins Eurovision.
Angela Merkel would
Oh,
smash.
Israel?
Yeah, Israel won.
That's great.
Israel would smash as well.
Donald Glover's This Is America releases. The Yanni Laurel debacle happens.
Now that I'm still upset about.
What, This Is America? Or
No,
The
Yanni,
Yanni Laurel thing.
Well, I'm a little upset about that song. 'Cause it was a ripoff.
May culture. Final thing. Luis Fonsi teases Despacito 2.
Is that real?
He
I thought that was
had
like,
mentioned it. He said he tweeted that like.
Oh, okay.
Someone
Real
had
talk.
mentioned it to him, and he said we might be working.
So he
on
bought
that.
into the meme.
Yeah.
Real talk. Luis Fonsi?
Yeah.
He's followed up with a bunch of good songs.
Has he?
Yeah, I mean, one song was kind of, I don't know if it was Latin only radio, but it was with Demi Lovato, and she tries to sing in Spanish, but she sings
Yeah, I like the accent.
she sings in Spanish as well as I can, so like it's hard for me to be judgmental.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
you can...
it's a great. I like that song, and then he has a new song that I like. So Luis Fonsi of like Despacito, the big A
of this.
gives it
Nice.
the 2 big thumbs up.
You got
Nice.
2 big Borat thumbs. That's good.
I do. I have and listener Danny and Chris, I have clubbing of the fingers, the medical condition.
Yeah.
It's like really bad. It means I have a congenital heart problem,
Lord.
but I haven't
not
figured out
fun.
what it is. Stay tuned.
Check out our next Christmas
Maybe next
cast.
podcast.
Yeah,
Maybe, question mark.
guys, I got heart AIDS.
If we
that.
eat enough ribs, maybe we can find
Yeah.
out tonight.
Whoa.
All right, June current events.
June
Trump,
current events.
Trump and Kim Jong Un. Trump and Kim Jong Un meet in person. A little factoid.
Trump gave him a big wet smack on the tush. And said,
A little factoid. They didn't need translators because Kim Jong Un went to school as a child in
Switzerland.
In Switzerland.
Yep.
So he
Oh.
speaks English very well. Another thing, Saudi Arabia allows women to drive. What a couple of good guys, you know. June culture. France wins the 2018 FIFA World Cup. FIFA announces Mexico, Canada, U.S.
Mbappe.
win bid for 2026.
Dude.
And June
My-
culture. Rest in peace, cast. XXX Tentacion is murdered in Florida.
Rest in peace, X.
X.
Long live Jase.
July current events. Eritrea and Ethiopia end a 20-year conflict.
I didn't even know that was a country.
That's good.
Thai soccer team is rescued.
Oh yeah.
And Elon Musk calls one of the guys who rescued him a pedophile.
Yeah,
That's
the scuba
right.
diver.
Wow.
Facebook data leak scandal causes Facebook stock to drop 20%.
Oh geez.
July culture. Ligma sweeps the nation. And,
That was a special
and also a
time.
lunar eclipse happened. August current events.
I like how you say that like sarcastically, like it's no big deal. It is no big
Yeah,
deal. You
it's
doofus.
it's something that we...
Actually,
Actually,
the fucking asshole Neil deGrasse Tyson
is
was
just
like, actually, in the grand scheme of things, this happens pretty often in the entire expanse of the universe,
Yeah.
and it's like
yeah, and then
whole timeline.
this
It's
one
like,
lady, this one lady replied to him and said, it's just like, well, it's special to some people because we don't get to see it with our own eyes. It's like, yeah, but the Olympics go somewhere every 4 years, and that's more common. So
Fuck off.
it's like, come on, it's your
It's
job.
like
It's your job as a scientist to get people excited about
interested.
science.
Yes,
Like
and he's a gatekeeper of the highest degree.
August current events.
Thank you.
Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Dude, that was like 4 years ago.
the second worst Ebola outbreak ever.
Wow.
Apple is the first company in the world to be worth $1 trillion. And the U.S. reimposes sanctions on Iran. August culture. Rest in peace, Cass. Robbie Rotten dies.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, is that the porn star? No, that.
No, it's the Sex Pistols guy.
Oh,
You couldn't be more off the mark.
No,
Johnny Rotten.
Robbie Rotten is
Speaking
the
of Johnny,
Lazy Town guy.
August culture. Johnny Yes Papa sweeps the nation.
Have you seen that?
I have.
It's frightful.
It's crazy.
What's crazy is the hundreds of millions of views that channel has. It's so bizarre.
I'm gonna send you a TED talk of some guy that talks about why YouTube is dangerous for kids. Like,
What?
Please do.
it's really good.
I'm interested.
Is it by you?
It's by me. You bet.
It says
It's a TEDx.
stop uploading.
Yeah. September current events. Fire destroys the National Museum in Brazil.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
about that.
and it destroyed a shitload of national treasures.
Oh,
League of Legends. Like Anderson
Please,
Silva. Fat Ronaldo.
Dude, Anderson Silva was just in there.
hey,
Couldn't escape. He's like, my leg! I can't get out!
Get me out!
Neymar's L2 and L3 lumbar spine.
No, he managed to roll out before he burned up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
September
sense.
current events. Indonesian tsunami happens.
Shit,
The
yeah.
Supreme Court of India decriminalizes homosexuality. Good on them.
Good on them.
September culture. Moth lamp. That's the only thing I could remember from
What's that?
I never got it. I
Yeah, what's
saw
that?
it and then I didn't get
the
it.
moth lamp meme.
Oh, I thought you meant. I
God bless you.
thought you said Mothland.
Hey, compadre, what month was that?
What is this?
September.
September.
Oh yeah, and
Come
wake
on,
me
we
up
gotta
in
come up.
September.
Who are we?
Memes.
What is the moth?
We gotta come
You've
up
never
with
seen
something.
the lover of
in
lamps.
September.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude! Look at the boxing match.
Yeah.
Look how fucked up
No,
they are.
he's got knocked down.
Man, they're going at it.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
the
are-
Mothra memes.
You guys are looking at the TV like moths to a flame.
Wow.
Wow.
October current events.
October.
Jamal Khashoggi killed in Saudi consulate.
Oh yeah.
That was October. Man, it feels
yeah.
like a week ago.
Yeah, it does. 'cause-
Canada
it was in
legalizes
the news cycle.
Canada
Yeah.
legalizes weed. And environmentalists say everyone's gonna die now thanks to us. They put out this huge report that says, "Oh yeah, it's too late now to."
Wasn't the wording in that like it's too late, idiots?
Something like that. Like,
It was something like
yeah,
that.
no, it was seriously like we've been fucking warning you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're screwed. October culture. NASA's Kepler mission ends after spacecraft runs out of fuel.
Oh, that's sad.
So
Would you say NASA's clever mission? Because I
Kepler.
can
Kepler.
guarantee you it wasn't.
big idiots. Put more fuel in it.
Yeah, just refuel.
But what's cool about it is that thing was
Danny,
launched in
you've
2009.
said four about astrology related items.
Astronomy.
I think this is your retrospective.
This
Yeah.
is
Oh, I said astrology.
Yeah.
There was no.
But that's
mention of
so
it.
big.
October culture.
You
Virgo.
He's in full retro.
Ursula Minor destroyed. Ah!
Mars is in retro.
Mars gone.
Mars Volta. is
Mars
in full
bar?
retrospect.
Twix.
No, but I'm
You
su-
said-
I'm super interested in space.
You
stuff.
said nothing about
This is like a
the
whirlwind of
Texans
info.
or Fallout 76.
Because it hadn't come out in October.
It came out in November.
No mames.
November current events.
Fallout 76 releases.
California's campfire becomes California's costliest and deadliest fire ever.
Yeah.
Do you think the people that named it the campfire were like, that's funny?
Probably.
It's like, wow, the campfire's getting out of control. I mean, like, it's not funny, but it like it is.
The firefighters putting out the flames are like, huh, that's funny, I guess.
Why did it
I
get named
guess.
though? Like on a serious note, why did it get named that?
I don't know.
Because
I think it started as a campfire, maybe.
Oh,
Or it might have started in
I thought
maybe
it was
started in
a
an area
company
called
that-
the camp or something.
It might have started in like a designated camping ground.
Yeah.
I'd call it the big one.
Nice.
That's like
very well was.
that's like Destiny naming conventions. Like the evil like authority is called like the authority. It's like if you called it the fire.
Yeah. Ukraine
Now I feel
declares
dumb.
Ukraine
It's all right.
declares martial law following Russian interference.
Oh.
Wait, I thought that was a few years ago too.
Well, it happened again.
God damn.
Well, no, that was Crimea. That's
Yeah,
when
Crimea.
that's when Russia
The
annexed Crimea.
disputed
Yeah.
territory.
November, Chinese scientist announces he has successfully altered the DNA of 2 twin girls.
And now he's missing, no?
Is he? Shit.
He's missing though, like the Pokemon.
like the Pokemon glitch.
Man, I don't know
That's what
about you,
happens
but
when you
when I
tamper
played
with
Silver,
genetics.
Gold, I collected like 13 of them, and I said, fuck this.
Wait, I thought Missingno was the Kangaskhan you found in red and blue and yellow.
Well, no, it's a sea Pokemon. You have to do some.
in red, blue, and yellow. You go
Oh.
on the shoreline.
Right,
yeah.
no, yeah,
And it
that's,
gives you a
that's
Kangaskhan.
off Cinnabar Island.
Oh, it's not that it's a Kangaskhan. Okay, in the Game Boy version,
Fucking
it's,
nerd alert.
it's just like a Scrabble of pixels. But
Yes.
if you import it into Pokemon Stadium, it'd be a
It shows up as
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan, yeah.
So it could like fly, and it would break the
Whoa,
animations and
weird.
stuff. Anyway, think about it.
Anyway, November culture. Insight successfully lands on Mars.
Is this November?
This is November.
All right.
Also, Fallout 76 is a big fucking mess. You happy? Finally-
Before we move on, we're all like reasonable Fallout fans, and none of us have it, right?
Don't have it.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you told me that there was a new Fallout game 3 years after 4, and I don't own it a month after release, I'd be like, "That's no."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they really screwed the pooch on that one.
How sick.
Like,
Well,
man.
that's why Obsidian exists.
Yeah.
It's true.
Man, they were throwing some mean shade during that announcement
Yeah.
for their new game. It's just
From the
like
creators
from
of
the
the
creators
original.
of original
Yeah.
Fallout,
It's true.
from the guys who did Fallout New Vegas. You remember that one, the good one? Like,
Dude, New Vegas is so good.
I like New Vegas.
I
It's the
still,
best one.
I still like 3. When New Vegas came out, people didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
And now it's like the one.
You know,
Well,
those,
you know what,
what those people are?
Dumb.
Dumb.
It rhymes with barica. That's what they are. And any rate, so oh,
I like how you said that, and I'm just kind of here like giving a little like smile, like I know what that means.
Yeah, just googling body cut. What
I
rhymes
think
with
I
body
get
cut?
the idea, right?
yeah,
I
Yeah.
think I know it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've watched Narcos.
That's
They
true.
say it a lot. in the
December
first-
news, baby.
December news.
Videodrome Christmas cast.
Oh, fuck off.
The December.
Okay, I have
Decemberist.
I have 3 things on this list. Riots in France happening because of a fuel tax.
I'm so confused.
Emmanuel Macron is going through some fucking shit right now
Yup.
because he introduced a fuel
bill.
tax. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which he has now revoked.
yeah. Because the point of it is, well, it's like I've heard people say that's not what you do to change actions. No, it is. Okay, so
Dude,
I study a little bit of
I'm a bit of a
Policy.
scientist myself.
right, just a little bit, but
dabbled.
a lot of things that are successful are economic incentives and disincentives when it comes to changing public outcomes, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's not a complete idiot for like thinking that, you know, okay, well, what's something that we want as a country, as a progressive government, right? The party he represents and everything. Okay, we want to lower fossil, because that's what it is, and that's why he's extra toast, because it wasn't even to say, it wasn't an austerity measure to
Yeah.
balance debts or anything.
Yeah.
It was
a feel good thing that.
it was like why we increased taxes on cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because we increased taxes on cigarettes to change public outcomes, which is fine. Or in France was very successful because they introduced public incentives to increase the birth rate, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, right. It's like the way that they give you $3,000 if you buy an electric car.
exactly. But where they fucked up is like fuel, especially for people who rely on this, and it's already wicked expensive there. I heard it's something like $7 a liter or something crazy.
So like,
insane.
French Hank Hill is hurting.
yeah.
Henri Hill.
Yeah.
But it's like
Giuseppe Hill.
Giuseppe.
Isn't that Italian?
Oh, that's it. That is
yeah.
Hey, there was a deli in New York where my grandparents lived in their area called Giuseppe's.
Nice.
And it was a real nice,
Giuseppe's.
real nice place. A lot of tracksuits
Sounds
and
really
gold
classy.
chains.
It better be.
It was cool.
I had a hoagie for lunch today.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
I should take y'all there. Pete's Fine Deli. It's
Pete's. It's fine.
It's
right across the street from
Hey,
here.
speaking of like taxes and stuff, do you remember?
Whoa.
Do you remember when Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett were with the Celtics? What their nickname
do.
was?
No.
The tax evaders?
The Boston 3 Party.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
That's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
What a bygone era, though.
December news.
Oh, well, the fucking Legion of Boom is dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And what's crazy is, people like comedian Bill Burr, who I'm a fan of, sometimes I listen to his podcast. He was complaining about defenses in the modern age of football. And I'm like, dude, did you forget the Legion of Boom?
Oh, that was his most recent one, wasn't it?
Or
It was either that one or last week.
sometime this week, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what about that? Or what about that shutout
Or the
defense
Jaguars
with the
last
Von
year.
Miller, that won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like, they were fucking that Denver defense. And that's, I guess, also I'm a particularly acute because as a Houstonian, like, the only thing to write home about for the Texans in the past 10 years is we've kept up a tradition of defense. We've always had a very good defense.
Yeah.
And so I've always been appreciative as an adult and, recently of, defensive football and paid attention. And so it's like, but what's his name from the Seahawks? He retired.
Sherman?
No, not Sherman. Allen or something. And
I'm not sure.
we'll get back to it.
Yeah. I'm
But yeah, the Legion of Boom is over.
Because if you're talking about the owner, Paul Allen, that was not
the
a
guy from
retirement.
American
No.
Psycho.
No.
No,
The guy gets his-
Microsoft owner,
Oh.
right? Wasn't he
The Microsoft owner? He is the owner of the
Paul
Seahawks.
Allen?
Yeah. Nah.
He died.
Yeah.
The Legion of Boom is no more.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, cast.
Rest in peace, Cass.
Rest in peace, Boom
Boomhauer.
Howard.
Boomtown.
So
Boom Beach.
So
the
I've
game?
noticed that a bunch from you guys recently is
Uh-oh.
that should
We're
be
about
on
to
it.
get called out.
I'm calling out both you guys. Bofa. Is that y'all been dropping a lot of Hank Hill memes lately,
on Hulu.
guys. This is y'all's first time going through the series?
It's been a while.
It's the first time going through it, but I think I've seen like probably half of it just on TV.
Yeah, on at some time.
Through osmosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like it used to be on Netflix.
It's on Hulu now.
Yeah.
Well, it's on Hulu.
We were in college. It was on Netflix. I watched
Crazy.
it.
Well, I'm in college. It's on Hulu.
How the tables have turned.
Future's now, man.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, that should have been on your news instead of fucking
Yeah. What is this?
a bottle rocket makes
The
it
October
past a
culture.
cloud.
October culture should have been King of the Hill returns. That's it.
Denny's thing is like, October Sky came out in October.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal, real cute.
that was about a rocket.
December news.
October Sky.
December news. Riots, fucking riots in France.
It's an anagram for Rocket Boys.
Damn!
December riots.
Wow!
What the fuck are we talking
Shit's
about?
going
anymore?
down for Trump lawyers.
Oh yeah, Cohen's
And the final-
been ordered to get arrested.
and the
Coen
final-
brothers are arrested.
It's after the
I
fucking
know he
movie.
hates Blood Simple. That's why he put it in.
I called
You
it in.
fucking asshole.
You really phoned
I
this
said
one in.
activate it. That's what I told Mueller.
Activated.
And
You
the
said,
final
arrest Joel.
incredible December news is the first Videodrome 2K18 Christmas cast is held at our Texas
loser.
Texas
I know,
headquarters.
he's so lame.
Yeah, we are sitting in the middle of NRG Stadium at the 50-yard
We
line.
are.
Empty.
Yeah, fuck you,
There's a
Astro
considerable
World.
echo.
Hail Satan.
Dude, we heard Astro World when we were
We're
running the other
outside,
day.
yeah.
We were like, what is that sound? And
The,
I was like, it's Astro World.
Fucking Travis Scott.
We went
Travis
running.
Scott.
We went running like 2 weeks ago, maybe like around my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I live right next to NRG, and we just heard all this noise, and we were like, this guy must have like parked really close and just banging cool tracks.
But no, it was
it was Astro World going on.
It's loud.
It's pretty cool. I got it was free admission for me.
I caught a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Yeah, they threw a bazooka.
they threw the thing that shoots.
I was gonna
the
say,
thing.
I think Travis Scott's okay.
Yeah, no, I like
You know what I think about Travis Scott? I think I said this last time. I like what he's trying to do. I wish he just did it differently.
Executed better?
Yeah, well, sort of. Like, I really appreciate what he's trying to do.
I think he's
But, like,
I think he's very talented.
Get Drake out of there. Come
I
on.
was thinking
It's like Kendrick
That
Lamar
could be
also. It's like,
Oh, he's like with what's her name, Caesar, and
I don't even know about that. It's just like, you don't need Drake on your album.
yeah.
you
You
don't need to be
No,
on
but
a
he
Taylor
needs
Swift
you.
song in your
You
prime.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't. You
And a terrible
Can support
and this is
yourself
coming from
because you are talented
a Taylor
enough.
Swift fan. I've been ride or die T Sweezy since 2005 when she was still playing rodeos
Damn.
for FFAs across this great nation.
free-for-alls?
Yeah. No.
Back when she was playing Dotas. Dota 2.
Black when she said
Black when she's
Playing Dota by Bass Hunter.
Yeah.
Dota.
Oh, dude.
So, my
we need a Taylor Swift Bass Hunter collab.
I agree.
That would be January's news next year.
Hey, it's not out of the
Alright,
realm of
let's talk about
possibilities.
We need an Ellie Goulding Aphex Twin.
What are you
Collab.
talking about?
What are these made-up words?
Ellie Goulding. What is that? What are you,
I've heard
what?
Aphex Twin, that word a lot. What is that?
He's a it's not really trance, it's like it's electronic
Dude,
music.
it's shoegaze.
Spoiler
I like
alert,
shoegaze.
they're not twins.
But is Aphex Twin actually shoegaze?
No,
I don't
no way.
it's
Shoegaze
it's
is
electronic
Yeah,
music.
like I like that.
I'll send you I like Aphex Twin. I'll send you some music.
Okay.
The final thing I want to talk
I
about.
wish more genres were like, I don't know what the word is. It's not onomatopoetic, obviously, but like described what you did while listening. Shoegaze is good.
Yeah.
Heavy metal, I'm not like banging metal
I'm not working on a railroad.
That's true.
unless I'm listening to Zealand Ardor.
That's true.
Yeah.
Banging chains.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Banging chains.
Hold on. Now I want to think about music genres and their relation.
Rhythm and blues?
Rhythm and blues. All right, descriptive.
Yeah.
It
Rhythm
is
and
just
blues.
it's
The
descriptive.
blues is
House
good, yeah.
music. You listen.
You
In
typically
the
No,
house.
see, I don't
your
see that.
house.
I don't see that at all. House music is like mild club music.
Mm-hmm. What else is there?
I really do wonder, like, what
Country,
Was
I mean-
the country makes sense.
Yeah.
That's where it's made, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the far distant origins. Like,
Well, house
that-
music
that's
is probably
country
made by
music.
people who don't leave the house.
Rockabilly.
You don't rock
The
bellies.
hell is a rockabilly?
I don't rock billies.
Yeah, I don't rock
What's
bellies.
rock?
What is that?
What is rock?
Who
it's
said
a,
that's
it's a
rock?
goddamn sediment.
Well,
That's what the
Maybe
hold
you're
on,
going
hold
for the
on.
rocking?
No, hold on. I'll explain this. Rock and roll, best described by the show. What's that?
Hey,
fucking,
wait.
What's that
Can
fucking
you
show? Fed?
demonstrate?
Which one?
The
you-
Barbarian.
Oh, Dave the Barbarian?
Dave the Barbarian, the Disney
David the
Channel.
I love Dave the Barbarian. That show was
Disney
Such
fun.
an
Channel-
underrated show.
the Disney
They only
Channel
had,
cartoon,
one
Dave the
season of
Barbarian.
it, and it was funny.
The Wizard describes rock and roll as, this music is great. It makes me feel like I'm being hit in the head with a rock and I could go for a roll. Like
Perfect.
And,
Can
and then he
you-
eats a piece of bread.
Can you do a physical demonstration of rocking and rolling?
You can. I mean, there's a rule
No, can
over here.
you?
I mean, I could.
I can.
But will you?
I will.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
Someone do a live.
this The Rock?
That's
On
the
the
rock.
live stream.
that's the rock.
And this is the roll.
Someone do a play-by-play of what
Oh,
he's doing.
that's a pretty good roll.
All right,
I
Chris
like-
can do better.
I don't know.
Come on, Chris.
He stood up like he could.
What are you looking at the bed for?
He was.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll.
Oh,
Okay.
Here, rock. 1, 2. You gotta do 3.
Okay.
3, and then a roll. You go.
oh!
Chris, that's really good.
That was
a roll.
nice.
That's a roll. Thank you.
That's a feat.
We're all holding up 10 cards.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. You
Very
missed
impressive,
it.
Chris.
If you didn't have the subscription
I
to our
did a
video.
con-
Yeah, yeah. If you're not a,
I
if you're
did
not
a
a
conga
pro,
roll,
if you're not a
and
video
Chris
pro, if you're
did
not a
a front
Videodrome
flip.
Pro member,
If you're not a Patreon.
yeah,
If you're not a patron.
this would have been in our $5 subscription.
You missed
And
it.
yeah, you missed it. You
You
completely
also
missed
missed ribs.
it. Yeah, that was our $10 subscription. So
Yeah.
Did a great job.
If you
Who's the
are
idiot
if
now?
you are a Patreon subscriber, we'll send you the ribs
yeah,
in the mail.
We'll send you the bones.
Might be gross and nasty, but they'll be there.
That's a thought that counts.
So
It is
January.
It's the season of giving.
So one of the things that I wanted to
Are you
talk
predicting January news?
about, oh, I'm not.
Oh, he's
but
moved on.
but I want to talk about Videodrome. It means a lot to me.
It means nothing.
Yeah, well, here's some facts, Chris. I wrote down all the movies we reviewed this year since we came back.
That was
Cool.
mine.
And
Actually,
I
you know
Not the
what?
other one.
charted
This
them
one was
out in a
mine.
little Excel thing.
I am really glad we did bring it back.
Me too.
Me too.
This has been a lot of fun.
In fact, if you ever want to take a break, let me know, and I'll do the editing.
So let's
Because
see,
it's just too much fun to watch a movie and get together and talk.
It is. It's
Like-
it's fun.
Yeah.
And also, it's gonna be so much fun. You know, if I have a kid, and they're gonna listen to, and they're gonna be like, "Dad, what do you mean, fuck women's suffrage?"
No,
What
listen
you
to it
mean?
in context.
Dad, did
No.
people really not
What was
eat
this
ass that
intro?
much back
Yeah,
then?
like-
Why was it
Oh
so
my
weird
gosh,
to
I
them?
forgot about.
Why was it so weird to them when you said that?
Dad, do people like?
Not eat ass?
Did they not like? I just went to my first dance and I ate ass for the first time. Damn.
You said chip off the old block.
Dad, what was
Check
it
out-
like?
I will.
What was
I'll
it
be
like when
there you
XXX
go.
Tentacion was alive?
Oh,
The new Jesus of the free world, as he's known of.
God.
So, let's talk about this. So, 2018, we watched 9 movies.
Cool.
Those were Blade Runner, Deadly Prey, Young Frankenstein, Yojimbo, Wallace and Gromit, In the Mouth of Madness, The American Friend, Truman Show, and Blood Simple.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's some stats for y'all.
wow.
We watched 1 movie from the 60s, 2
Okay.
movies from the 70s.
What was
3
the 60s Yojimbo?
Yeah. So 60s was Yojimbo and ooh, I charted that wrong.
Ooh.
Oh.
I charted that wrong.
Baricon.
Just kidding. 1 movie. Wait, no. 1 movie from the 60s. That was Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
2 movies from the 70s, and that was Young Frankenstein and
Okay.
American Friend.
Yeah.
3 movies from the 80s,
Yeah.
and that was Blade Runner, Deadly Prey, and Blood Simple.
Yeah.
2 movies from the 90s,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
that was
Blood Simple and Truman Show.
No.
that was Truman Show and The Mouth of Madness.
Yeah.
And 1 movie from the
I missed
2000s, and that was Wallace and
Wallace
Gromit.
Wow, we
We had a good
that was
swap.
good.
And
We had a good run.
And watch, that's a perfect bell curve. It's
Nice!
1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
It is.
Look at that.
Symmetry.
So, the most popular genre, and look, I took the genres from IMDb,
Okay.
and they have multiple things.
So
So,
you're
like,
just deferring to them. Don't get mad at you.
yeah, so
Right.
like In the Mouth of Madness is drama, horror, mystery. So
Okay.
after adding them all up, the most popular genre was drama.
Okay.
That's
So-
not surprising.
Yeah.
Look
So,
at me.
What do they list
Drama.
Truman Show as?
Truman Show is a comedy, drama, and sci-fi.
Comedy drama. Right?
Yeah.
Commie drama.
Commie drama.
I'll say.
Comedy drama.
He's one of us, and it's all for one.
That's the death of Stalin,
least-
a comedy drama.
Comedy
That's
drama.
the theory.
At least that's the theory.
It's the game theory.
Hey, do your best Texas accent.
We're in,
Just
this
speak.
is-
Yeah, hey, what's
We're
up,
born
guys?
and raised here.
Hey, guys, it's a me, a Texas man.
It's a me. That's,
It's a me.
It's a me, Texas man.
That's his Italian Texan.
Spaghetti
Hey.
Western, if you will.
For real.
Sound
did-
like an eagle calling.
I did have a almost an altercation because of a Coca-Cola incident.
Why are we at the 58-minute mark and you're just now bringing this up?
Who's passionate enough about Coca-Cola to like have a
yeah.
conflict?
Well, it's like I was like,
You never been to Atlanta? Yeah, you have been to Atlanta.
I have actually, yeah.
I was like, "Do you want a Coke?" And they're like, "Nah," and or something.
What a conflict!
And,
Holy shit!
and it wasn't a Coke.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, this is a
I had-
southern issue.
I had realized that I just meant a soda.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it's been a while since that caused some confusion.
Yeah, right.
Hey, it's
'Cause,
like
like,
it's
it's
like
all a Coke.
when you ask for a Kleenex and they give you Ricola,
Oof.
and you're like,
Wait, what is
Kleenex, damn it!
That? What is that?
What?
Wait, I'm confused.
It's similar
It's
to the
another
Coke.
brand.
It's
It's
similar to
another
the
brand.
Coke issue. How Southerners just say Kleenex and not
Yeah.
tissue.
Oh.
Or they say Pampers and not diaper.
Yeah, that too.
There's a word specifically for that. I forget. There's a word for when a brand takes over the
Q-tip.
name. Yeah, Q-tip, dumpster. Dumpster is
It
the name of
becomes
a product.
ubiquitous.
Yeah, dumpster is the name of a product, not the actual.
So is Band-Aid.
Yeah.
So is that an issue with Southerners particularly? Because everyone he's named, that's what I grew up saying. We grew up saying Pampers and Band-Aids. I wasn't even aware because that's how ubiquitous it is for me. And I don't have kids yet or anything.
I don't think I knew about the
haven't-
Band-Aid thing till I was like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Band-Aid, that. Oh, wow. But you reckon...
Ooh, here we go. It's called a generic trademark.
Oh,
A generic
wow.
trademark, also known as a genericized trademark or proprietary eponym, is a trademark or brand name that, due to its popularity significance, has become the generic name for or
I like the way you
synonymous
said
with
that.
a general class or product of service. So, Post-its, Band-Aids, Jacuzzi,
That's a good one.
Jeep, Vaseline, and Velcro.
Vaseline.
Vaseline.
I wouldn't say Jeep,
Ziploc,
but I know...
Popsicle,
But maybe I know too much about cars.
Polaroid.
Popsicle, really?
Yeah, Popsicle's the name of
I would say Popsicle.
Popsicle's the name of a product, not the name of the thing.
The only-
Dumpster.
The only ones of those
Poster?
where I'm
Dumpster.
like...
Dumpster.
The only one of those where I'm like, nah, is the Jeep. Because I would only say Jeep to the
Yeah,
Whoa,
actual
this is
Jeeps.
okay. This is crazy. Bubble wrap is a trademark name. The
Oh.
generic name is inflated cushioning.
Oh yeah, no one
Oh,
would say
fuck
that.
off.
What
Say
loser
that.
would fucking say that?
Dude, chapstick.
Compared
The
to-
generic name is lip balm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that makes sense.
Fiberglass is a product
Trademark.
name.
That's crazy.
The
Is it
generic
by
name
GM?
is Owens Corning. It's OC. It's close enough. The OC.
I,
the
uh,
show.
The truest.
The show.
No, but was Fiberglass GM?
I actually got invited to Owens Corner.
What do you mean?
Because
Like the brand GM?
yeah, because the first time I heard about fiberglass in the historicity of cars and everything was with Unsafe at Any Speed, which was an expose about Corvettes because they were a fiberglass body.
I know
was
most,
a big
at least most
thing
boats
about
are
them.
made of fiberglass.
Well, that's true too.
It says that Owens Corning owns it. The generic name is Glass Wool. That's the name of the product.
Glass wool.
Yeah. The Frisbee is a product name.
Flight disc.
It's a flying disc. Of
close.
course, Google. Hula hoop is a product. The name of it is a toy hoop.
Fun circle.
Jacuzzi is the name of a product. It's a hot tub or whirlpool bath.
Okay.
Jet ski is a Kawasaki product.
Yeah.
It's called a stand-up personal watercraft.
PWC.
What a mouthful.
Austin Witchcraft.
Oh, full circle.
Personal water cooler.
Full circle. Lava lamp is a brand owned by Mathmos. It's called a liquid motion lamp.
Map.
Whoa, this is cool. Memory stick is a product by
Flash
Sony.
drive.
I'm good. Can
It's
we
flash
can we-
memory.
Can we?
Nah, fuck that.
Oh God.
Dude, when in doubt. Look at this. Look. When in doubt, pinky
Pinky
out.
out. Okay, one last one. One last one.
I
One
like
last
you-
one.
Fuck that.
Please.
Give us a good one at
One
least.
last one. Ping pong is a
Table
product.
tennis.
It's table tennis.
Okay, I knew that one.
Fine, one more.
No.
Fuck.
You didn't know. Don't say you
like,
know that.
Whoa, okay. Realtor.
What?
Real estate
The
agent.
the position of realtor is owned by the National Association of Realtors. The name of the actual position is real estate agent.
That's easy. What?
Suck my balls.
That's easy.
Just stop.
It's enough.
Shut it down.
Okay, fine. Our most popular rating, going back,
Okay.
most popular rating, rated R.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
That was 4 of them, so almost half.
Me and Danny tried to do something.
Yeah, we tried to mix it up.
Ramen.
Actually,
Chris called us babies.
he
you know
did.
what? Chris had all the fucking rated R ones.
No,
and
what's-
also,
what's
hold
Blade
on.
Runner rated?
Wait, that's
R.
rated R.
Is it rated R?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Actually, Chris,
But,
actually,
okay.
Chris, you're special because you had 2
I'm
movies.
special.
You had 2 movies that weren't even rated. Yojimbo and The American Friend were not rated.
Wait, I thought
They're
American
foreign.
Friend was R.
They're foreign.
No, they're foreign. They're foreign films, not rated.
Yeah, they don't rate over there.
Dabbed on them. Oh,
Chris Depp.
No, you treat me like an asshole because I said, is Blade Runner PG-13? In 1980, whatever year it was, 6 or whatever,
82.
it could have been PG-13.
yeah, because the same way the fucking
Like-
RoboCop could have been PG-13.
Exactly.
Wait, RoboCop is a fucking hard
It's-
R.
yeah, it is,
Have
yeah.
you seen?
It's like NC-17.
Yeah.
Or were you being
No,
facetious?
no, I'm being
No,
dead
but
serious.
like,
No, there's no.
but movies like Jaws were
P-
rated PG, and that's violent
Well,
as hell.
no, PG-13. I mean, y'all know it came because
Yeah.
of Gremlins.
Yeah.
By Steven Spielberg, and it's like,
Why haven't y'all watched
but like hard R is a hard R. Like Blade Runner, in Chris's defense, is
It's
not.
a soft R.
It's a soft R. It could be PG-13. Like what's
But
violent?
yeah, you know what? I guess
Let's-
you're right.
There is a
It's-
headshot.
it's
There's
a-
an eye
hey,
gouge.
It's a rolled R.
Okay.
R.
It's a R. R. See, I can do it. I'm not Dan Reichert.
Hey, I need to watch the new Blade Runner movie. Y'all
Me
seen
too.
it?
I haven't seen it.
I wanna watch
Los
it.
Ryan
It's
Gosling.
on HBO.
It looks really good. I heard it was good. We were talking about watching movies in theaters. What's the last movie that you hadn't seen in theaters that you wish you had? For me, I'll start. It is the newest Blade Runner. Because Blade Runner, the first one, that early synth soundtrack, right?
Would play well on the surround sound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, so there's something to be gained, I feel like, from watching it in theaters. Also, I feel like the Blade Runner audience would have not been a loud one.
Yeah, that's
You could have
that's
enjoyed the
true.
movies. Like, where Chris, we were talking about cheering in theaters. My anecdote was going to be, my wife is a big Harry Potter fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
That fucking went nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The end of part.
You bet.
The end of part 1 of the last movie.
Yeah.
People
Deathly
were like,
Hallows
like
exclusive.
when he grabs the wand, people are like, "Oh shit!" It's like, don't you know it already?
Yeah. The big one
Yeah,
was...
you'd be like, did you read the books?
The big
Shut
one.
up.
The big one was when Molly, was it Molly?
Yes.
Sugar Plum. What's her last name?
Grindelwald.
The
That's what
redheads.
I wanted to say too. Weasley.
Weasleys. Yeah, when she calls Helena Bonham Carter a bitch.
A bitch, yeah.
Why
And
do you hate Helena Bonham Carter?
Oh, I fucking hate
I don't like
I am #1 Helena Bonham Carter
Whoa!
hater.
What is wrong with her?
She's an edge lordess.
Yeah.
She's
She
an
is-
edge duchess.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a dish.
I agree.
Like Fight Club, like smoking on a cigarette. Like I haven't been fucked that hard since I was in kindergarten or whatever the fuck she says.
She says some like
Suck
yeah,
my
like-
balls.
Yeah.
I hate her.
I agree.
She has no
I just think
range.
it's funny when you guys latch on to somebody like that. But to be fair, I latched on to Ryan Reynolds. I don't understand it. I do not understand it.
I just don't care.
I thought he was a joke.
I'm handsome and smarmy. That's his thing.
Ever since like Van Wilder or whatever, it's like, oh, it's that guy that takes these shitty roles.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, he's doing the same thing from Van Wilder. Like, there's no
He is
change in his delivery.
like the
He's I'm a smarmy, handsome guy.
the detective Pikachu thing. It's him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the voice.
I hate that.
I thought it was gonna be Danny DeVito.
I
Why
was
wasn't that in your news?
You know what? I
That's why I
wouldn't
didn't
I
wanna
wouldn't
watch it at
I wouldn't
first.
care
Yeah,
if it was
December
like
news.
anybody but him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's an animated movie, but no, it's like a Deadpool movie.
Yes, very much.
Deadpool
Yeah.
voices Pikachu.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I used to like
Let's get on to
Deadpool.
You want to
There's
hear?
already artwork
Look,
of that.
it hurts my heart
they
when I
first
say
announced
this
it.
word. But Chris, you want to know what you want to know something normie I did? Something. Yeah, I hate that word too. I watched those.
But it has its reasons.
Yeah,
I
I
it has
watched-
its uses.
You know those commercials for? Let me open up that app itself. Toon Blast. Did you see those Toon Blast commercials with Ryan Reynolds,
No.
where he's playing that fucking Candy Crush clone?
No.
He made some commercials about Toon Blast
There's a lot of them.
where he's playing them and he says curse words in them.
That's
Um,
funny.
Well,
He's a cool guy.
and then I watched and I'm like, what a stupid fucking game. And then
Now you play.
the week afterwards, I'm level 100. Like literally, I mean it. I'm at level 100 and I
I'm
can't
trying
beat it.
to think of
I
something.
think they need to play.
Yeah, when's the last time that you can think
Oh,
of
you know what?
that
You know
an
what?
advertisement actually worked on you?
No, not an advertisement. What I was thinking of is
Or it's like my
Ultimate
Prince.
Game.
something I saw initially, and I was like,
There's
"Fuck
some-
that!"
Mhm.
But then once I checked it out, I was like, "That's all right."
It's
Yeah.
the worst
It's not
thing
that
ever.
bad.
What is it, Chris?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think
I think Reddit was something like that for me.
You know what I
I
think
was
it
always
is?
like, fuck Reddit. For
You know what-
whatever fucking reason.
You know what I
but-
think it is for me, and I've kind of like gone back to the other side because of just how prevalent and annoying it is The Office.
Yeah.
It's like I see that everywhere, and I finally watched it. I was like, that was good. And
Yeah.
then now it's like, okay, that show ended like so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of seeing it. That's my
Full
thing
circle.
right now.
It's
Chris,
a real
you know
thing.
what? Chris, and Art, have you seen the latest episode of The Good Place?
Los good places.
Wait, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
No.
New episode came out this week. We watched it yesterday.
Los Buenos Palacios.
Los Buenos
Watch it.
Palacios?
Don't say
Wait, what?
No,
Wait, that's incorrect conjugation.
the good palaces.
Los Palacios Buenos.
El Buen Lugar would be the proper
The
word.
good place. Yeah.
El Buen Lugar. You should watch that show.
I thought that's what you're saying is that like it was called Palacios.
Not like
I was like represent the dirty.
Like Dan and
Alright.
I really didn't think we would like it, but
It's good.
it's very
It's,
good.
Well,
good. It's got Los Tiny Ted Dansons in it.
It's got Los Tini's Boys?
Yeah, like actually the show was good.
Y'all's recommendation was the straw that broke the camel's back for me to watch
Aw.
it,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I know he really means Daniel, but it's so sweet.
oh, it was y'all, like as a unit.
It's the
Yeah.
It had the approval of both.
Because do you know what it was? To be honest, it was Daniel saying, "Me and Krista."
Aw.
download
people-
Duolingo. It's a good.
I have
yeah.
Duolingo. I use it to practice Spanish.
Nice.
Yeah, I want a personal goal. Want to be professionally fluent, so like medical terms and everything.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah, you don't want to go up to a lawman and say, "¿Qué onda?"
A lawman.
a lot.
No, I meant a lawyer.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
His dad?
I thought I meant like a law professional.
But speaking of lawmen, Southerners, people who aren't white, my dad, that dude is a Mexican guy, and he's got a Southern accent.
Your
now.
dad's Tejano, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he is,
He's,
yeah.
he's like on like
Definition.
Like he
yeah,
is
picture.
to the T. Tejano.
Yeah, my dad is he's like we're at the charity golf scramble for
Charity golf
Yeah.
scramble.
It's just
why is this funny?
I don't know. It just sounds like
funny phrase. It's a funny phrase.
It just sounds like the most posh thing ever.
The ghost.
I mean, it's really not. It's for
It really is.
It's for the kids.
it's at
as having been one of the people that have gone to one.
Have y'all seen the Palacios golf course? It's not glamorous.
It's a multi-million-dollar golf course.
It's not. Fernando's lying.
It's a shutdown. It's a shutdown. Fucking celebration station putt.
Hey! While we're talking about weird defunct things, Timmy Chance, what's the deal?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
oh.
Timmy Chance is defunct?
No, it's not.
No!
God damn it,
Why'd
Come
you
on, Chris.
get my
It'll never
It's
die.
very much alive.
Christian.
Don't call me that.
Christian.
Christian?
It's like a joke, and I think it is funny, but like in a public setting, it really upsets me.
In a public setting.
It's Christopher.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. Timmy Chan's is.
It's like a bank for chicken.
It is. I mean, like seriously, you have to.
Bang for
You-
chicken.
I really wish it had the.
No,
I really
Okay,
wish
so
it had
Timmy Chan's-
the pneumatic tubes.
I once bought 20. I once bought
Picture fried
20
rice.
wings for $5.
dude.
How many?
You get
20.
so much food.
You can buy
In
shitload of-
2010.
Yeah, but doesn't it make you go?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. But you know what?
Full.
You don't go to sleep.
That's
You don't
the
go to
point.
sleep hungry.
Here's the thing. I grew
You
up
don't
with,
go to sleep
You might
at
not
all.
wake up though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I grew up with chickens. Like eating chicken. That ain't chicken.
Podcast right there.
It's something.
Just go look.
You know what I called? Victoria, what I said? I said this is fucking crow meat. That's what the fuck I said. And I believe it too. I'll die on that statement. I'll
They
die
like-
on that.
You
hill.
might die by
They
it.
pay the neighborhood kids with BB guns to shoot down crows.
Fuck
And
yeah. But boy, I tell you what, if they said, all right, yo, kill crows for us, $1,
I'd do it.
I'd be
Yeah.
an entrepreneurial son of a bitch. What you mean? I never told y'all this. I joined the carnival.
What?
Real talk. So you got these backwaters
I never
towns,
knew this.
What?
and you got these
Neither
like
did I.
carnivals that come in, right? One summer I said, man, I'm fucking broke. I'm like 14. And like I said, I started smoking Popeye then.
Dude,
so
it's
I
like
probably wanted to buy
Steve-O.
a joint. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to work for this car. I walked up to that son bitch. I said, like, let me work.
Give me a job.
And I did calling for like some fucking like fish game, right? Where they had the things that would open up. And I made fat bank, bro. And then I remember that guy was like, I made something like $800, and he's like,
Fuck.
here's 30. I wanted to say suck my dick, but like I hadn't grown into a man yet.
Sure.
Like now I tell people like suck my dick all the time. I almost got kicked out of that fake honky tonk bar down Victoria, you remember when the person didn't want to sell me a beer? So I told her in Spanish to suck my dick. I said, "Fuck you, bitch." And because
Yeah, that's Spanish for suck my dick.
because
You guys are nasty.
here's the thing.
it is.
But here's the thing, Danny. I only had 2 beers there, and she wouldn't sell me a beer, and it was almost closing time.
Oh, so she was telling you that you've had enough?
Yeah, and I only bought 2 beers there. And just because me and Clay came up, they had a band, and the band played a song I like.
Mm-hmm.
So
What was it?
I don't want to talk
No,
about it.
come on.
It was Alabama
Dixieland Delight or what?
Mountain Music.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was like, how fucked up is that? Like, you treat me like I'm super drunk? Because, like, but here's the thing. I saw some fucking good old boys who were like, they give them all the fucking shit. They're falling over drunk. Like, you didn't, and that was the only bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Why didn't you give
I
them?
hate good old boys. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a type. I've known it when
I'm sure you've been around it because, you know,
That's a lot of
Alabama.
But but good old,
There's an achievement in Fallout New Vegas called "You'll Know When It Happens." When you see a good old boy, you know when you see him.
But here's the thing about good old boys is that it may be a southern turn of phrase, right? But good old boy transcends
Yeah.
just the country person. You could be at a country club, and what happened to me could happen at that country club. Guys don't sound like they're from the country at all, but I tell you what, they are some good old boys.
I tell you
Yeah.
what,
right?
Yeah.
Like good old boys transcends.
Yeah.
it's true. It's
You can-
almost, it's
It's a fact of life.
You can
know?
take take the boy out of the good old.
But you can't take the good old out of the boy.
that's true.
Hey, and you can write home with that. But
Take that to the bank.
But Danny, take us into the future. What are we doing in January?
In January. Here, current events in January.
Culture.
Current events, future events.
Future events in January. Ligma outlawed.
XXX Tentacion gets resurrected
Revive.
as a hologram.
NASA's
Which
Voyager
is,
2
I'm not Tupac, but
continues flying in interstellar space. Yeah. January culture.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 outlawed.
No.
memes outlawed.
Memes outlawed.
Good.
Uh,
Hey, wait. That's a current event I want to talk about.
Wait, what?
People from the EU and Reddit were bitching about memes being outlawed. Do y'all have any idea what that was?
it's
That was a
something, like,
fake thing in Russia.
It's
Apparently they were
probably something
outlawed.
about certain subreddits or something, right?
Censorship laws? Because, like, how do you say, like, your aunt's meme on Facebook where you have a picture in white font. How do you outlaw that?
I think that meme has become a catch-all term.
Yeah.
It's like it's probably if I had to hazard a guess, it would be something like Nazi propaganda is being outlawed in meme form.
Yeah, like, some countries in their own ways have outlawed certain imagery. So, like, in
Russia.
in Russia, images depicting Vladimir Putin having some sort of homosexual thing is outlawed.
Yeah.
In China, all images of Winnie the Pooh are outlawed because it's a meme to call Xi Jinping Winnie the Pooh because he kind of looks like him.
Horrible.
No, seriously, like the movie Christopher Robin wasn't shown in China because of it. But yeah, I don't know about the whole EU thing. Like, I'd heard about it, but I never really looked into it.
That's what
I've never even
What
heard
I
about
thought was it was maybe a far right group that masquerades as we're being hilarious, and then they start saying, "Oh, they're persecuting us. You can't even make a meme."
I mean, that probably
that
is what it
was
is.
my thing.
Yeah.
Probably
And here's the
is.
thing: like, in all due respects, like when I hear people who seem pretty moderate and level-headed, I have no problem with that. But when they're like, "Where do you draw the line with offensive, man? What's hate speech from one person to one?" It's like, I'll say this: it's like, I don't give a fuck, right? Is like, if you call to or reference Nazism, period.
No, yeah, I'm on the.
You're already there.
Yeah.
You're already there.
No, or like like
I don't think it's funny at all.
like,
I just
okay,
no.
so say like Antifa, right? So if Antifa disrupts one thing that they think is all right and they beat people up, okay, maybe that's fucked up. But if Antifa, like, from what I understand, like the Jewish Defense League was the original Antifa.
Mhm.
And they were made in the 70s, and they were and they were made to counter protest Nazis, the original neo-Nazis. And so they would get in fights in New York and in Chicago, and what they were made of were Jewish American World War II vets and vets from Korea. To me, right? Okay, I get what you're saying about the fine line of who we call fascists these days, who we call Nazis these days, but if you call to mind any imagery explicitly of Nazism and that
You're already
fuck
there.
it.
Yeah.
No, for real. If I saw someone who was like, I'd fucking put hands on them in real life. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
Hands on sight. Yeah. I'd fuck them up. I don't get how that's like a, well, where do you draw hate speech?
It's not an opinion thing. It's not a free speech thing.
Yeah, it's an established thing.
It's an established no. Like, it's just, we've already agreed as a fucking planet that's not okay. This is the darkest spot in human history. Well, in recent human history.
Yeah.
Just don't. Like, it's not...
But you know what I'm saying is
ChristmasCast, baby.
That's what I was trying to do.
We're sorry we went on that tangent, but
are we?
I'm not.
I'm not.
Chris,
are you sorry?
No, not at all.
Hashtag.
Let's cut that part out and
not
get
sorry.
Hashtag no, not at all.
Hashtag wait. Before we started, my wife Victoria made a controversial.
That's a long hashtag. No, don't bring this up.
No.
Oh.
Don't bring it up.
Don't bring this up.
Hashtag.
Art's like, I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it, Art.
Hashtag. She wrote a paper on swastikas. I'm just saying.